All right, what is up everyone? We are back and today we are playing with a disc with each glide. Let's get into it. All right, so the premise for today is very easy. I have 7 discs because the glide goes from 1 to 7. The internet says there's 8 to 10 out there somewhere. I don't believe it, for one, and two, I couldn't find any discs that had 8 or more glide. There might be some that maybe aren't PDJ approved. I didn't find anything. Regardless, I have 7 discs here. We're gonna play 7 holes at Macaulay Park. And basically the premise is just, I'm going to play 1 hole with each glide. So whether it be a longer hole, shorter hole, we're gonna play the entire hole out with that 1 disc. There's no particular order. I'm not gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 all the way up. Probably just whatever disc I feel is best for the hole, I'll use. That being said, hole 1 here is 230 feet. I am gonna go with the 1 glide disc. Might as well kick it off that way. And for those who are wondering, the Berg is my 1 glide disc of choice. We're gonna try to go straight here. Hope it turns out well. All right, we are contending with a bit of wind today, I will say that. Nothing crazy, but enough to make you think, so this should be nice. Oh, that actually looks really good. Imagine. The Berg is nasty. All right, scare off 1. You love to see that. Not that I'm keeping score, that's not necessarily the point of this. It's just fun to see how different discs with higher, lower glides kind of react differently, so you can actually get like a difference. But that was cool. Granted, that Berg, I felt like that hung up in the air, you know? All right, so actually, well, okay. I was gonna say interesting scenario that this isn't very close, but this is like maybe 8 feet. Yeah, all right, 1 for 1. All right, for hole 2, we are going with the 4 glide. I will be throwing the Discraft Buzz, specifically the 50 States Tour Buzz. If you want one, you can get one at ozarkmandis.com. Anyways, we're looking at 360 feet down the hill, a little bit of a tailwind. I think this can get there. These fused ones are a little more understable, so I'm gonna go like touch a hyzer, should flip up, maybe get a little turn, if not just push pretty straight. But yeah, I mean, so far 1 for 1, so this bodes well. Oh, the thing is so nice. It was nose up, so it's not gonna get there, but that was actually, I don't hate that flight. All right, so at the beginning, I think I said I was gonna play the entire hole out, but I think to make it a little more fun, and that way you don't see, you know, the disc maybe only 1 time in this video, I think it's just gonna be like, once I've used it, I've unlocked it. You know what I mean? So like I used the Berg on hole 1, so now I can use the Buzz and the Berg to continue playing, and so on and so forth. I think that way you might be able to see discs more than once. I feel like that's fair. All right, I think I slightly messed up because I think I should have used the 5 glide disc, and I won't spoil what it is, but I think it would have basically been this, but a little bit longer. So we're gonna go Berg here, try to give it a run, because why not? Oh, pulled it. Loved everything but the line. All right, hole 2, we have the Felon. The Felon has 3 glides, so we now have 1, 4, 3 checked off here. We're looking at 250. I mean, it really is just a big hyzer, which is gonna be perfect for this disc. Let it crash in. I always like to think about the ace run. I don't think there really is one on this one unless you get incredibly lucky, but we're just gonna go probably fan grape, keep it slow, spiky, see what happens. That actually might be good if it skips. No way. That's the one tree. I'm pretty sure it's out of bounds now. That's why this hole is actually like, it's 245 hyzer in, but it's actually like sneaky tough because there's a tree in front, a tree to the left, and a tree to the right. However, the tree to the right that I hit is out of bounds. So if you just fall straight down, you're done for. Yeah, this is technically out of bounds, but I think we're just gonna play it from here and putt with the Berg. Oh my days. I like couldn't decide if I wanted to step or not. Get up. I did, and apparently that was the wrong choice. All right, 1, 3, 4 are done. We move on to the 6th glide Scorch here. We're at 365. little headwind, so this might have to be a little bit of hyzer, but dead straight, good pump out there. For whatever reason, it's 360. I feel like I can never get there. So my only goal is to get somewhere in circle, because for some reason it's a long ways. Get stable. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. I think if that would have come out, it actually would have been fine, but it did not. All right, I think I underestimated. It's negative 2.2. So like I knew it would turn, and I guess it was headwind. I didn't think it would just like burn over like that. I thought I would have like a little bit of integrity, but you know. The Berg is just honestly such a good disc. Not that that was like anything impressive, but like it just goes where you want it and sits down, nothing else. All right, we have now done 1, 3, 4, 6, which means we have 2, 5, and 7 left. Glide 2 disc, we're going with the A2. This is one of my favorite discs of all time. I have the Zone in my bag, so maybe you can come at me if you want. Well, like this thing, overstable mid, predictable, consistent. Like Prodigy gets a bad rap. If you're gonna throw any Prodigy disc, I would recommend this one. We're looking at 220 here. Basically just gonna throw this out flat, do anything but hit this light pole. Literally anything but hit that light pole. Oh, skip please. How fortunate. That was a really bad shot, turned out to be not terrible. Sometimes it feels good to throw second shots, because it's like you throw a really good shot and you're like, oh, let me try that again. You mess it up, you're like, oh, well, at least I threw that really good shot. I threw that A2, it's not bad. I threw the Buzz and the Berg just right after that for fun. Combined, maybe 8 feet. They're both under the basket, so I'm like, dang it. Like, why can I not just do that the first time? Yeah, so I'm not sure if you can see the Berg and the Buzz. The Buzz is maybe 1.5 feet. The Berg is like 3 feet. This is like 15 feet, but still, compared to those two, you're like, dang, what the heck? Nice. All right, we are down to 2. We have the 5 glide, which is the Crave, and the 7 glide, which I will name next hole. We're looking right at like 290, definitely more than enough disc. So I'm gonna kind of pout, well, it's a little heady, so I'm gonna maybe power down, hit it pretty hard on hyzer, hopefully kind of flip up to flat and just push. Something I will say about the Crave and most MVP discs, like with 5 glide, I feel like it has way more, because these things just go far, and I feel like I've said that in a bunch of videos now, but it's true. So we're gonna try to ring this one up. I have aced with the trail before, so it's not impossible. Oh, the wind. I mean, just look at that thing hang though. Wow. I mean, I threw that 60%, 70% maybe, deep of the basket. Granted, you know, 70% is probably 300 feet. Still, it just holds. And I don't know if you could like chalk that one up to the headwind, kind of holding the Crave up like that. But I mean, in all winds, that thing just doesn't want to get to the ground. It's honestly so sick, but yeah. Okay, outside chance here. I think we're gonna try a little just stepper with the A2. I think I like the way it feels better than the Berg putting. Bang. Oh! More like, dang. It's funny, I honestly didn't even plan it this way, but we started with 1 glide, we're finishing with 7 glide here. This is the Saint. I've never thrown this before, and the only discs that I know, as far as drivers go, I guess, because you have the glitch, that have 7 glide are the Saint and the River. Both trilogy discs, but I'm interested to see. I know people claim the River really does have 7 glide. I haven't heard anything like that with the Saint. It's just basically a more stable version, but we're gonna see. Especially like this is a good hole to kind of test that. We're playing just over 300, but it's low ceiling. So I'm gonna try to contend with the ceiling, just try to throw it smooth, because I don't need it, you know, it's too much disc for the shot. Like power down, throw it smooth, and see what it does. Oh, I turned it over. Get clean. Oh, it did. Okay, so that definitely, I don't know how much you saw that. That definitely went over, like past the basket. It got clean through the trees, but it did. Like once I lost it in the trees, it was like a good couple seconds where I'm like, I don't see it, and then it's still going deep in the trees. So maybe it is true. I think throw this thing on a little more hyzer, and it's actually in some business. We're definitely deep in the basket. I'm gonna try a little stepper again. It's weird. It's like now kind of headwindy back this way. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Imagine, oh, is step putt meta these days? All right, I think step putt might have to be the move, honestly. All right, that is it for playing with a disc with each glide. Let me know what some of your favorites are. Maybe some like the weird ones, you know, like 4 or 5 glide is like pretty regular, but let's see the ones with like 1 glide, 6 glide. Don't give me any polecats because those discs are terrible, by the way. But I want to know. Give me some of those weird discs that I need to try that have like obscure glide or speed, anything like that, because I have another video kind of lined up similar to this. But that is it. That is all I got for you. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. We are growing, we're growing quickly, and it's been so much fun. We got a lot of stuff planned this off season. That is all I got for you. Ozark Mountain Discs to the moon.